All right. Welcome everybody. Now I know you're used to seeing my cousin Marnita give the host, but she's running a little bit late. She'll be joining us momentarily. But welcome everybody to our Wednesday morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're logging in from, International Vara presentation. My name is Brandon Ivy. I am a Vice Admiral of Vara. I'm a Vara ambassador. We have just celebrated our 1 year anniversary with this opportunity back when we were in stealth launch. Nobody knew who we were. Still nobody knows who we are. And we really didn't have any of the products and services that we have today. And 1 year later, we're still here. And I've been waiting for this day for a couple of months now, because we are now ready to kick off what the future of VAR is going to look like going into 2024. So I want to thank all of you that have been with us on this journey for either the past year, or it might have been only with us for the last couple of months. Thank you for being here. As a disclaimer, first of all, I got to share screen first before I get into that. Go ahead and type in the chat box where you are listening in from. Like I said, this is our international presentation where we are. This is really designed for those of you in the international market, but we have a lot of US folks on here as well. Let me get this to the right place. There we go, so I can share screen. Okay, so what we represent is Vara, and we're Vara ambassadors. We are the official licensed marketers for everything coming through the Dark Fusion One ecosystem. Very exciting times. This is a project that I was so excited about that I actually came out of retirement from direct selling to promote, not just as an influencer, not just to use the products, but to share this with everybody around the world. See, I've been in the crypto space for more than 7 years, and I learned something, that those who really make it in this industry are not the ones who got the tokens early on or the first, but the ones who got involved with the projects utilizing blockchain technology to solve real world problems and bring solutions. And that is exactly what Vara is doing. But first, as a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving any type of financial advice. I share information for educational, training, and entertainment purposes only, and it is up to you to make your own informed, intelligent decision which direction you want to move into. There is absolutely no guarantee of any earnings stated directly or indirectly. All earnings through the Vara portal happens based on your personal work and product sales. That's right. We actually sell products not just coming, that's already here in our hands, in our apps. So it's very exciting. And speaking of that, let me show you a short video of just what Vara is all about. Take a look. Now, Vara is offering you a seat at not $1 million table or $1 billion table, but $1 trillion table. You don't have to take my word for it. Go listen to Larry Fink, the CEO and chairman of BlackRock, because he's been talking about it all week. Why is BlackRock in this space? Because he said it on MSNBC just 2 days ago. This is a multi-trillion-dollar market, and we want to unlock the untapped potential of the world's biggest blockchain, the one blockchain that the SEC in the United States has already declared not a security, and that is Bitcoin for the first time ever. Our technology is connecting consumers and is being available for three types of business people that's looking for an opportunity. Number one, gamers. There's more than 1 billion people playing video games around the world today. And they're playing games like Fortnite, World of Warcraft, Minecraft, Roblox. And if you don't play these games, I guarantee you your children or your grandchildren do. And they're not just playing these games, they're using real world money. And they're using this to buy items in the game called cosmetics. This is called the pay to play model. I know because I have a son. He spends about 50 to 60 bucks a month on Fortnite and Roblox. Fortnite has made more than $24 billion. But is Fortnite sharing any of that with you or any of their influencers? No. What if we had a system in place that allowed our gamers to not only pay to play to get all the cool cosmetics, but allows them to also play to earn rewards, to own their own content, be able to trade, to be able to earn rewards and sell those rewards for money that they can put back in their pocket. So we're moving from play to earn games to or pay to play games to play to earn games for our gamers. But then we have our ambassadors, those individuals who say, you know what, I want to be involved in the next greatest thing in blockchain technology that's going to be coming out with technology and smart contracts and tokens and rewards and staking and nodes. Well, our ambassadors, you can be a part of our community from anywhere around the world and earn based on the products that we're offering, from staking and validator nodes. We'll be talking about access keys. And then we have our entrepreneurs, where we're offering software as a service technology for businesses that are looking to tokenize themselves on the blockchain. See, back in the 90s, when the internet was first getting started, if you were a business and you did not plan for or have an internet presence in the future, you would be out of business, because that was the wave of the future. You can either be Blockbuster or Netflix. Which one do you want to be? Well, the same thing is happening now, except even bigger. Blockchain technology is going to disrupt every single industry on the planet. So if you're a business and you don't have a plan or already engaged in integrating your business with blockchain technology, you won't be in business in the future. That's why BlackRock and all the other 11 big firms just got approved with the SEC for their Bitcoin ETFs. Every major business will be involved, whether you like it or not, understand it or not, or even approve of it. This is happening. And as an entrepreneur, as a business, you can utilize our technology to get your business tokenized. And that's exactly what's already happened. We already have a client. And speaking of our client, here's our products. Our first product to utilize our technology is called Vara. Our second is the software as a solution, an entrepreneur, a business called UltraFair that has partnered with us. And then our third is I call it our passive income side, our Yield Pro. This is for select markets only. And I have got a special guest I'm going to bring on later, the number one money earner and my sponsor in Vara, Admiral of the Fleet, Mr. Peter Blackwell, that will be talking a little bit more about Yield Pro. But what is Vara? Well, Vara is taking advantage of the Metaverse. Our multiverse is an intersection of MMO gaming and blockchain technology, empowering people to connect the virtual and the real worlds. If you don't know what MMO means, that means massively multiplayer online game, where you're in a world not with just you and yourself or you and a computer or somebody else, but you with hundreds, if not dozens or thousands of people at the same time. If you haven't done so, watch the movie Ready Player One. This will give you a good idea of not just the future of gaming, but the future of entertainment and socializing that all of us are going to be involved in. It is so big that even one of the largest banks in the world, JP Morgan Chase, created their own business called Onyx to take advantage of digital payments taking place inside of the metaverse. CEO of Epic Games, Tim Sweeney, says the metaverse is going to be as big, if not bigger, than the internet. But what is our game? Well, let me show you. Take a look.
Send him back up. We need backup immediately.
Now, how would you access this world? Well, obviously with your PC or laptop, but in the future, you're going to be able to access this world across all major platforms like PlayStation 5, Xbox, Nintendo Switch. My son just let me know that I guess later this year, Nintendo's coming out with Nintendo Switch 2. I never heard of that before, but these kids know what's going on. Or even your virtual VR headset, being a virtual world. But then you might say, well, Brandon, I don't have those things. I'm not a gamer. But there is something that you all have. You all have a cell phone. If you have a cell phone, you can access this world. In fact, we're launching this mobile first in pieces. The first part is already here. You can go to the App Store, type in Vara, and download the app. We're in beta. The only people who can access it, though, is those of you, Vara ambassadors. And not only are we in beta with this product, but we are launching a battle royale. It's an epic mobile-first, massively multiplayer space combat battle royale, the first game offering within the expansive Vara game universe. Already out right now, and they're doing more than just having a battle royale. They're giving away $1 million worth of Vara credits for the participants of this. That's going from now until June. One of our members, Matthew Ramos, who's on here, is already number 1 on the leaderboards. I'm number 7. Oh, somebody overtook me. I'm number 8. I got to get to work today. But this is already here. We didn't have this a year ago to be able to show off and share. The other product is called Ultra Fair. We didn't create this product. This company has been around. They're offering Fantasy Sports League. And they saw what we were doing and said, we want to utilize your technology to get ourselves on the blockchain and tokenize. So who is Fair Gaming Network? Well, here's a promo video. Take a look. So Ultra Fair is a multi-sport application boasting over 100 sports leagues, and us Vara ambassadors, we are key players in distributing this exciting product, which boasts easy access and innovative social gaming elements. And this is the first, but not the last. There's going to be many other businesses and companies that want to utilize our technology, and when they do so, they're going to be creating their own tokens. And guess who has access to those? Starting off at credits, we do. We're the first to have access to that. Next, we have a product for those of you who say, well, Brandon, I'm not a gamer, I'm not a networker, I'm an entrepreneur, but I'm looking for ways to earn passive income. Well, we have a product in select jurisdictions only called Yield Pro. The opportunity to take your crypto portfolio that you've been building with Vara and be able to allow that to work for you, utilizing we're BaFin approved, which one of the largest, or was the SEC approved or SEC version of Europe. And we're backed by one of the largest banks in Europe called Societe Generale. But we want to unlock the power of Yield Pro as you effortlessly oversee your staked tokens, activate an access plan or a product top up, and watch your token allocation seamlessly integrate into Yield Pro's cutting edge validation staking framework. The key components of our access plans, particularly Vara and Fair tokens, facilitates access to a unique token portfolio fortified with BaFin compliance and underwritten by Societe Generale, access via Yield Pro. Again, this is in select markets only. We have low to medium risk, BaFin compliant, ISIN certificate on chain. We also have high risk tokens as well with synthetic staking environment, 12-month lockup, another 12-month linear vesting. And I'm going to be bringing up at the top of the hour, or the top of this presentation, in about 5 minutes or so, our number one money earner that's going to talk about this, because he is involved more with the international markets than I am. Unfortunately, this is not available in the United States for now, but you know people in different countries that can utilize this product. The next we have is Fusion One. This is why I am here. The technology where we're revolutionizing the entire Bitcoin ecosystem. Now, I own my own crypto education company. I teach this stuff. And when I saw this, I said, I'm coming out of retirement. I can't sleep at night knowing what's coming and that most people don't even know about it yet. That's the key. Being the first sometimes does mean everything. Fusion One is laying the foundation on which the future of Bitcoin will be built on SCL, which stands for Smart Contract Language. That is the kind of like in competition with the EVM technology of Ethereum but we're utilizing it on Bitcoin. Fusion One strategically targets key industries and creates tailored products, unlocking the Bitcoin blockchain ecosystem. Our technology helps us to aim to be the first game company tokenizing assets on the Bitcoin Lightning Network. Our dark fusion technology is going to revolutionize smart contracts, enabling asset tokenization. Now, again, if you've been paying attention to the news, Larry Fink's been talking a lot, and this is what he keeps talking about: smart contracts and tokenization and digitization of everything. Our technology is solving some problems, like one, allowing our payments to settle in milliseconds instead of minutes, allowing us to scale products on the Bitcoin network without companies feeling they have to use Ethereum or Solana or the others. And you would want to use Bitcoin because it is the only one that the authorities are saying it's not a security. And it also brings low cost, where our transactions are 0.0002 cents per transaction. Our technology is bringing a 98.72% reduction in server costs. So, for example, the cost of having one user on Netflix, we have 341 users using dark fusion technology. But how do you access this world? How do you become a Vara ambassador? We're going to get back to the person who invited you. They're going to give you a link where you can sign up at no cost. From there, you can choose which plan to activate. Now, depending on your region, you're going to see something different, depending on your region. So anywhere between our Access Plan 1 to our Pro Max Elite, which looks like this. So our access plans, unlocking access to the Vara Earn program is simple. Become an ambassador by purchasing any one of the available access plans. These access plans serve as a key to initiating ambassadors into Vara, also unlocking their ability to earn sales commissions through the Vara compensation plan. Now, our first access plan 1 is at $120. What are you getting? Well, you're getting one drop vault, which is the NFT inside of the Star Vara universe. You're getting spaceship skins you can use for yourself, or you can sell them on the market. You're also getting 550 Vara game credits and 10 fair game credits. But then you can go all the way to where we have our access plan Pro Max for $2,830 and our Pro Elite for $3,500. You're getting all the same things as the one, you're just getting more. So for example, for the Pro Elite, you're getting 25 drop vaults, you're getting 6 spaceship skins, 16,000 Vara game credits that we've already stated. We're coming out at 30 cents a piece, so you can do the math. There's no guarantee on what that price is going to be, but we do know it was publicly stated at 30 cents. Also, fair game credits. Why fair? Because we have the Fair Game Network that came on board, and we have access to their new credits that's coming online. But even more important, access keys. You're getting 2 access keys. And what are access keys? Well, access keys help unlock the entire ecosystem. Everything that happens in Vara, by us bringing in a crypto layer, means that transactions need to be validated. They need to be tracked. Staking needs to happen for liquidity. And we're offering us, or you Vara ambassadors, the opportunity to be a part of that. There's only 25,000 of them that's going to be available. You can get the Pro Max for $2,830, which has 1 access key, or the Pro Elite for $3,500, which has 2. When I first got started, the access keys were $2,500 a piece. Right now, we're giving you 2 for $3,500, and that's not going to stay that way. That's going to end up changing. If you were familiar with a company called Gala Games a couple of years ago, their version of these came out at $500 a piece. Do you know what they're worth today? This is public knowledge, not speculation. More than $100,000 a piece. Now, I'm not saying that's what this is going to do. All I can say is going to be worth more than it is right now, because it already is. So you choose the access pack that you want to have based on your region. In the United States, if you go to your back office, you'll notice that it's still upgrading right now. So I was told that this should be live by Friday, that we should see it in your back office. Also, our compensation plan benefits. Our revamped compensation plan and well-structured messaging aim to empower Vara ambassadors with the knowledge and tools necessary to maximize your sale earnings and contribute to the network's growth. Let me say this again: sales earnings. Nobody makes any money unless product is being sold. We want to be 100% compliant in everything that we do. We remain committed to providing our ambassadors with the best possible support and resources to achieve their goals. One way we have paid is our binary commissions. By building yourself a team and an organizations, ambassadors can earn a commission based on the sales generated by their sales organizations. Then we have pool incentives. Ambassadors are eligible to participate in a variety of pools and incentive programs with residual income opportunities, especially based on your rank. So the higher you get promoted, like we have Miss Casa on here, that's soon to become Captain Casa, you get rewarded into higher pools. And then we have additional incentives, where additional sales incentives, enhancing your earning potential, creating a sustainable ecosystem where every ambassador thrives. Our access key rewards. This is very important. This innovative feature empowers Vara ambassadors to not only contribute to the ecosystem's growth, but also benefit from the program's success. The Vara access key stands as a distinctive offering for the Vara ambassadors, a unique opportunity to stake their Vara. By staking Vara tokens, access key holders become entitled to a share of the lucrative rewards, with 33% of all subscription revenue in the Vara program allocated specifically to access keys. So let me give you an example. I told you about Fortnite, $24 billion in earnings. What if they gave 33% back to their influencers? They're not, but what if they did? Well, that's what Vara is doing. When gamers are playing the game and they're purchasing bonds to get access to to cosmetics in the gaming world, 33% of that is being set aside to go into a pool for all ambassadors who own access keys. I didn't say you have to go get the gamers. I said you're getting a percentage of what they're spending. The gamers won't even know about Vara ambassadors. All they're going to know is Star Vara and any other products that we have. Let me repeat this. 33% of all subscription revenue in the Vara program. The more Vara tokens staked, the greater the percentage of the potential revenue rewarded, translating into a continuous potential income for access key holders. Now, this is only included with the selected access plans, the top two. There's only 25,000 that's going to be available. Passive income annuity as gaming subscription revenue starts to grow. There's more than 140 million gamers playing Fortnite on a monthly basis. 80% of them is spending money every single month. Now, again, I'm not saying Vara is going to have 140 million gamers, but what if we get to 50,000, 500,000, a million, 5 million? You can do the math yourself. But the staking mechanism for this is only accessible to access key holders, which is why you want to get your hands on them while you can. Now, the question is, can you do this? But before I close this out, I want to bring up an individual that I have a lot of respect for. This is an individual that I have been in business with now for, wow, almost 10 years. 10 years. Wow. We've made a lot of money together in different things. He is the number one money earner in Vara. He is an individual that had the vision first. And when he approached me with Vara, I said no when he first approached. I was in the middle of a year ago launching 3 new courses for my own crypto education company. And he said, Brandon, the courses you're launching is exactly what Vara is doing. So I took a look at it and I was blown away. The first time I thought that was just some game company utilizing Metaverse. But then I realized it is much, much more than that. He had the vision. He went headstrong into it. And he's earned more than 6 figures in this opportunity while we were still in pre-launch. So if there's anyone who knows about how to make money with this program, this individual does. And as I told you guys yesterday, I do have the new compensation plan slides. And I will have another presentation that will just go over that in detail. But I just wanted to sprinkle some things out. But I want to bring them up to talk a little bit about Yield Pro and any other updates as Vara is, now that we're off of Christmas break, New Year's break, programming, we're going to be back on track to kick off 2024 next week. So here is the Admiral of the Fleet, my sponsor, Mr. Peter Blackwell. Peter, are you there?
I'm here. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, so let's start with some updates here. First and foremost, it's a new year, and it's time to get started yet. Again, we've been celebrating Christmas and have holidays, and now it's time to get back on track. Anyway, so regarding, and I think you mentioned that, Brandon, but regarding the new packs and in the store in back office, I've been told by Friday that's going to be updated and good to go again. So it's going to be a little different depending on what market you're at, but there's going to be a variety of different packs. So by Friday, that's updated. And then I'm going to talk a little about the Yield Pro. Actually going to share screen and show my son, my oldest son, is over in Europe, Sweden, Europe. I'm going to show how his account looks like. But before that, I have some updates again for U.S. market. So as U.S. is a restricted market for Yield Pro, still number one, don't forget to mention, Brandon mentioned that too, but by March, what will be activated is also the 33%. Then everything is in place for that. So the 33% on the global scale as far as income coming from the Vara ecosystem, as Brandon mentioned, from customers. People just want to go into the platform and enjoy themselves playing the games or going to, play the fair game platform as far as fantasy sports, and eventually there's going to be different casino ventures there as well. So 33% of that is going into a pool for all the founders, if you remember, and people that has first and foremost the keys and the tokens. So the more keys and the more tokens determine that. So we're looking forward to that. So that's happening in March. I can't give you an exact date, but I know it's in March. So that has never changed. The only thing that was new was the Yield Pro. So that wasn't planned from the beginning. But unfortunately, because of the situation in US is one of the restricted markets for that. But again, going back to US and people in US, the founders, I don't know if you remember, but back when we started, the founders, they were in a situation also where they actually got a share of shares. I think it was 1% or something like that in shares that are divided up for, I think about 1,000 parts. I think it was 1,024 to be exact. But some people actually got several of those packs. But anyways, there's a special deal that's going to, and this is regarding people in US, but I will have a lot more details and info on that first week of February. So that's not too far away, but people are going to be excited about that. So the company is going to honor what they said. So people in US, as we don't get the yield part, we're going to get something else. And I would say that is at least just as exciting. It's a whole different thing, but really, really exciting. But again, let me update you on that first week of February when I have all the details. But it's something we're working on. I'm involved helping the company with that. So we're working already on that. I had a call about it as late as today. What else? Yes. Another update is that we will have, and this is next week, by the end of the month, we will have, and this is huge. Let me just also put up my notes. We will have the first ever, there's something we've been waiting for, decentralized wallet layer 1, the first ever wallet on BTC layer 1 that has trading functionality. That is huge. So look at it this way. It's basically like imagine a MetaMask. Most of you know what MetaMask is. Imagine MetaMask, but on BTC. All right? But there's actually, I can't go in, I don't want to kind of go ahead of myself, but there's several functionalities there that's mind-blowing. So stay tuned for that. That's going to happen next week again. I don't know what day yet, but next week. And also starting Monday next week, or at least beginning Monday or Tuesday next week, there is also going to be company, which we've been waiting for. Like I said, there's been holidays, etc., but company updates, corp updates, where we have the CEO, etc., talking about different things. Some exciting stuff coming that way as well. So I think that was all as far as the updates. I think Brandon already touched that there is a new updated compensation plan, etc. But basically, for everyone to really get at it again, I would say Friday is the day, because that also in the back office, the store is updated. So let's look at yield again. As a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, as Brandon said it previously as well. So anything here, you have to make your own due diligence. This is just sharing something that several of us are doing and are engaged in, and depending on what market you're at. This particular market is not for US again. Brandon, if I can share screen, how do I share screen? Or something?
You click the present button down at the bottom. and then share screen.
All right, let me see here. If I can, let me just find, I have so many. Oh, there we go. Okay. Percent. Here's screen. All right. Choose what to share. Entire screen. Am I sharing screen right now?
Nope.
Why is it? It tells me I got 3 options here: entire screen, window, Chrome tab,
Click window.
window. But
And
then,
then select what you want to share.
yeah, I did window, but it doesn't.
And then click on whichever box is showing there, and then click share.
Oh, no, is it? So I don't want to do entire screen.
You can do it. Yeah, you can click entire screen. I have to click window because I've got multiple screens going.
Okay,
So
okay.
hit entire screen and then hit share.
Am I sharing now? Screen?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. So this is how Yield Pro looks like. So in other words, if you are in Europe, in Africa, most places in Africa at least, Asia, this is something you want to pay attention to. Again, this is my son's account. So he was nice enough to let me have the login to his account. He's over in Europe, Sweden to be exact. And here you can see, so this is, I think he's been running for a couple of weeks here. And you can see here, you know, as far as the fair gaming, he getting 45 a day. And about regarding his, again, depends on how many keys and how many tokens you have when it comes to Vara. And he's making right now 2,000 plus Vara tokens a day. Not doing really anything. And here you can see DFT and EUSD. That is something that's coming later, but look at these Vara tokens. You can see how many it has, 184,387. And you can see how many he has staked earnings in those 2 weeks plus. And that is over 100,000 Vara tokens. Basically, if he's sleeping or awake or at work, he has made that totally 100% passively. And then on his, he has 18 keys. So he has a bunch of keys here. So he has 18 keys, and he started, I guess, with about 80,000 plus Vara tokens.
And you do the math at 30 cents a piece. You can do the math on 2,000 a day at 30 cents a piece.
Exactly, and that's pretty exciting. And who knows what that's going to be, a year from now, So, and here is expected holdings. Again, expected holding 10 months and 29. Yeah, so 11 months, basically. The only thing that's important to say about that, obviously, this is going to be less as there is more people added to the contract, because now there's more people sharing. So if someone comes in tomorrow that has 20 keys and 200,000 tokens, obviously this is gonna decrease. So these numbers will be different if you look a week or 2 weeks or a month from now, obviously. But doesn't matter. One thing that is sure, that my son has made so far 102,000 tokens in, it's almost a month actually. It's a month. So he more than doubled his tokens within the first month. So whoever is on those markets where you can use the Yield Pro, you want to get on board. Obviously, if you want to get those big rewards, you want to get onboarded like yesterday, put it that way, because the longer you wait, the less rewards they're going to be. It's like everything else when it comes to this. The bigger rewards are always in the beginning because there are less people sharing the rewards. But this, yeah, so this is pretty cool. That's impressive, actually. I haven't seen this before. This is today is the first time I got access to look at his account. But again, as you see, he more than doubled his tokens since he started Vara tokens. Yeah, so like Brandon said, you can do that math yourself. But you know.
And it is important, again, as a disclaimer, there is absolutely no guarantee on what you do when you get involved, because it's based on many different factors on how many people, how many access keys you have, how many tokens you're staking. So in no way are we saying you're guaranteed to make this amount of money per day or per month. It doesn't work that way.
Important.
So I just want to make sure we say that.
Exactly. Important point. So again, remember this account, he has a pretty decent amount of tokens, right? And he has a lot
and
of
18 keys.
Yeah, I didn't even know he had that many keys. So again, that combination is that. So imagine if you have, 10% of this, obviously it's going to be a lot less. But he personally, with 18 keys and 184,000 tokens, he's making now 2,150 Vara tokens per day. So that's that situation. But yeah, it looks nice. It's clean. It's definitely exciting. So anyone that's on non-restricted markets, like if you're not in US, for example, if you're in Europe, if you are in most places in most countries in Africa and in Asia, yeah, you this is definitely something you want to look at and get involved, and you want to do it sooner than later. As both Brandon and I mentioned that every day it's going to get less as there's more people added, and the bigger rewards are always going to be in the beginning. But again, I want to repeat what Brandon said. This particular account, and this account has already been running this for a month. I see that. Oh, he came in early, so almost a month. So again, but yeah, it's pretty exciting. That was that. Let me do this. Stop sharing. Did I stop sharing now?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get back so I can. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So, I would say now moving forward again. Yes, to repeat what we said. Finish off here. So Friday we have an updated store. There's still some things on the new compensation plan they're programming, but from Friday we can, get at it again, get back to the sales and do what we need to do. And then, like I said here, first week of February is going to be some exciting updates for US people as far as those who are founders, especially, but also people that has keys and bought the keys and the tokens there, or bought the keys and got the tokens. So there's going to be updates on a special setup for that they're working on, which is pretty exciting. And also in March, again, we will have the 33% that's always been set from day one, the 33% of all the sales as far as customer sales on the subscriptions, people enjoying the game, Vara or on the Fair Game platform, etc. That is taking effect, and that will be activated in March. I would say the end of March, but yes, so people know that as well. And from next week, beginning of next week, there's been going to be a lot of corporate seminars again and showcases. A lot of exciting things. They're going through their roadmap again, more in detail, so people get an understanding where we're going and what's going to happen. And it looks amazing. And again, remember what's going on the market right now. Everything on the crypto market, the EFTs that we know now was confirmed and was a green light on that. We have the Bitcoin halving here. Was that in May? Beginning of May, Brandon?
Right at the end of April, beginning of May.
Yeah.
It happened.
So we have that as well. And well, everybody expects there's to be a bull run, right? Kind of written on the wall. And again, everywhere you see blockchain and crypto, it's spreading. It's getting more and more accepted around the world in different situations. So yeah, 2024 and 2025 feels like, first of all, it feels like we're at the right place with this platform, with Vara and what we're doing. So we are really excited about the future. But yeah, I think that's all I had.
All right. Well, thank you, Peter. Thank you for coming on, taking time out of your schedule. You guys don't know how hard he's working behind the scenes with corporate. And I'm glad that he's able to do that, so I don't have to do that. So I can deal with and talk to you guys. He's handling and making sure everything is straight with our corporate team to be in the benefits for representing the field. So we have the best that we can possibly do with our efforts. Now, saying that, I want to share screen again, and to close this out, let me share screen. Let's get that back there. So the question now is, can you do this? And the answer is yes. There's no experience required. High quality company videos, as you've seen, affordable entry levels, simple and duplicatable system. Get back with the person who invited you. I see somebody on YouTube ask that question. How do I get invited? Get back to the person who invited you to see this presentation. They will send you a link so that you can get yourself started. There's no cost in signing up and taking a look at the back office and see what we have going on. Once you do that, activate one of your access plans, download the Vara app so that you can actually play the game and see what it's like. I used to connect this to my PlayStation 5 controller and my big TV, but I found I do much better just playing with it on the mobile phone itself. So I've been doing that lately. That's a little secret that I figured out, but I've been practicing. I figured out some things that when the PvP starts, Matthew Ramos, it's not going to be easy. You're just running around shooting, NPCs, the AI. You gotta have real people. And that's what we're waiting for. So if you're a gamer, get paid playing video games. If you're not a gamer, get paid from other people playing video games. If you're a networker, share this with everybody around the world. Nobody knows about it yet. Everybody wants to be like Elon Musk, getting on Doge or Shiba Inu first. How do you think they find out about these projects first? They're invited like you're being invited right now. And if you are an entrepreneur, you're saying, I just want to be able to get myself positioned in the crypto space to take advantage of what's coming in the future, you're here at the right place where you can earn passive income through the product sales of our products by getting yourself the access key holders. And one person asked a question, well, if you have, what's the benefit of having more than one access key when it comes to the staking? Well, the benefit is that the more access keys you have, the more percentage of the pool you're getting. So if somebody has one access key and staking 100,000 tokens, somebody else has two access keys and staking the same 100,000 tokens, the person with two access keys is going to earn more staking rewards than the person with just one. So that's up to you with what you can afford to do. That's one thing I always say. This is not get rich quick. This is not what this is. This company has a 40-year game plan, and the founders and the people behind this company are not some made-up name that you never hear about in Dubai. They are real. So I'm going to show you a video showing you who the team is behind the project, and you're going to start hearing a lot from them again starting next week. So the next presentation that I will be doing will be on Sunday night. I will have the StreamYard link for that in our Telegram group after this is over with. And that's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, Sunday night. And I can't wait to start off that week because I'm going on explosive mode. Now we're back in business moving forward. And I'll maybe set a date because the next international presentation will be on Monday, same time as this one, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. And I got to pick a time where we'll have maybe on that one after the normal presentation, because I can do this in 25 minutes. Then after that, I'll do a quick start training where we will go through the compensation plan. That's always my worst, but we'll go through the compensation plan slide so you guys can see exactly based on your efforts and your product sales, what you can earn moving forward. And then we'll start to kick things off. So thank you, Ms. Casa, as our hostess, came on here. Also, our Admiral of the Fleet, who's close to hitting the next position of Senator, Mr. Peter Blackwell. No one's at that rank yet. Who else is going to rank up? I know Daryl's also close to ranking up as soon as the new numbers hit. Ms. Casa's close to ranking up. So we'll see what happens. I think Mr. Crow is also close to ranking up. So we'll see that on Friday. Here's the video, and I will see you guys again on Sunday evening. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Mike Saunders. I'm the CTO.
I'm a 3D game artist.
Manager of customer support.
I am social media manager.
I'm the head of web development.
I'm a senior developer.
I'm a senior graphic designer.
I'm the game writer.
I'm a 3D designer and a video editor.
I am chief game architect.
I am the head of support.
I am the game art lead.
I'm a 3D artist.
Senior art director and designer.
My role is head of games development.
I'm a 3D designer and a video editor.
Game developer.
I'm a junior game dev.
At its core, what we're doing, whether it's game dev, blockchain work, or in the web space, really embraces the notion of open source and collaboration.
I enjoy the company culture. I think it's an awesome team, very talented team. I count myself privileged to be a part of this team.
It lifts me up every day to come to work. I really enjoy being here and being part of what we're doing. It's really an exciting part of my day-to-day.
I love my colleagues. We have a lot of coffee. I don't do coffee, so whatever.
I get to come to work, come up with crypto tools, build smart contracts, make video games, it really is a dream job.
Every day we are constantly trying to innovate and do the most exciting thing possible.
Get given challenges every day, and how to solve that is always fun.
There's definitely a groundswell of excitement around what we're building.
The star of our universe is going to seemingly be endless, and what better place could a writer want to be than in this position right now? I'm never going back, that's for sure. This is where I belong.
Hi, I'm Rob Hersov, 62 years old. I'm actually 63 later this year. And I am chairman and an investor with Greg Stevens and the team in Vara. And I'm very excited about Vara. I have a background in media, technology, sport, finance, aviation. And even though I'm South African and currently living in Cape Town, I spent 31 years of my life overseas. 6 years in the States, 25 years in Europe and the UK. And I've done many things in the broader TMT media tech sector, but I guess it all started off after Harvard Business School. I worked as Rupert Murdoch's right-hand man in New York at News Corp, and that was an extraordinary experience in itself. I also set up Morgan Stanley's media investment banking team in London, and realized pretty quickly I was never going to be the best investment banker in the world. But I found out before they did and moved on and got involved with an extraordinary South African entrepreneur and businessman called Johan Rupert, where for 8 years helped him build the third largest pay television business in Europe. And in the pay television business, we were in subscription television, we were early stages in multi-channel television, and I was with that organization right at the beginning of the internet. And Koos Becker, who discovered Tencent, another South African extraordinary entrepreneur, was talking about the future of digital technology and the internet in those days. So that ages me a little bit. I set up what became Europe's largest sports media internet business called Sportal, which failed. My big business failure in life, but you learn quite a lot through failure. And then, since then, I've been involved in a whole lot of other industries. But Greg and I met each other about 6 years ago. And Greg Stevens' grandfather, Gavin Relly, and my father were very best friends. Gavin Relly ran one of the biggest mining industrial companies in Africa, as did my father. And even though they competed, they actually were very, very close friends. So I've known Greg and his family for 3 generations. And Greg and I served on a board of a public company in Australia together. We've done a lot of initiatives together, become great friends, trusted friends. And when he told me about his vision for Vara and its original guys and its original concept, I said, I'm in, I'm with you all the way. And so I've co-invested with Greg. I'm there as a friend, advisor, chairman, and I believe that this is the opportunity of my lifetime, and hopefully of yours too. So it's the big one. I wish I could be more actively involved, but I've got other businesses that I have to worry about. But Greg, Dom, Nick, and the team, you can't get a better team than this. And I really am a believer. And I'm happy to keep writing checks, keep investing, and keep getting involved as required to make this the success that you, I, Greg, and the team want it to be, and it deserves to be.